Hello everyone. Today I'll explain how to use Excel template to solve the Chapter 2 productivity problems. So under Chapter 2 assessment, you can download the Chapter 2 Excel template instructions and this Excel file to solve the problem. So this is the most efficient way for you to solve the multi-factor productivity problem because you do not need to create your very original Excel and enter the productivity formula to solve problem. The template will do the math work for you if you can understand the question um, and figure out the input correctly. So let's download this file. Okay, so this is my downloaded file. First, so we need to enable editing first. Then you can select the productivity spreadsheet by clicking this link, or you directly select the spreadsheet here. So you can see two tables here. The first one is the single input, single factor productivity uh, table. So the next one is a multi-factor productivity. To solve the problem, uh, you usually will need to use this one because we always have multiple factors here, multiple input here. Now, how to use this spreadsheet? Remember that you can only enter data in blue cells within a table. So for those blank cells, you can enter whatever you want. But within the table, within each table, you can only enter data in those blue cells. So for example, if I would like to enter data here, so that will be an error message. Now, so enter your output and each of the input in dollar value under those cells. For example, if your output is 60 units and each unit is $30 of the market value, so your output in dollar value will be $30 times 60 units. So 1,800 is your output in dollar value. Now, next is your labor cost. The labor cost is usually will be uh, the labor hours from all your workers times their hourly wage for produce the output. For example, if you have 5 workers and each of them have worked 10 hours to produce this 60 units of your output, and then the hourly wage is $10, then your labor cost will be 5 times 10, 5 workers times 10 hours, and then times $10 per hour. So after you enter the formula to figure out the labor cost and click enter, so you will have $500 as your labor cost. Now the material cost, how do you figure that? The total material cost will be your unit material cost times the units of your output. For example, right now your material cost is $10 per unit. Remember, we have 60 units. So 10 times 60, that's 600. Now, your overhead cost usually will be linked to your direct labor cost. It's a ratio. So, for example, your overhead cost is 2 times your direct labor cost. So, you need to select your direct labor cost. So, the overhead cost here is always linked to your labor cost. So, enter this formula, then click enter. So, you will have your overhead cost. Now, remember that you can see that after we enter the output and the input data, so the Excel will automatically figure out the productivity for you. So right now, all our data are in dollar value. So right now, the 0.86 means for $1 as an input here, we have 0.86 dollars as the output. Of course, this is not good, not good. Okay, so you will lose money. So if this number is greater than one, that means at least you can have some added value from the input, right? So I would like to remind you that if you have the information of your dollar value of the output, you need to always use that information. For example, the units here for the output is 60 units. So if you only enter 60 units, your computation will not be wrong. However, your productivity result will be a very small number. So sometimes that will not make very good sense for us to compare because if all the results here or have maybe two decimal places, so all the results from different processes or from different groups anyway will be maybe equal, maybe equal, so you can hardly tell the difference. So if you have the dollar value information of your output, please always apply that in your formula. So right now, for example, we know that the dollar value of each unit is $30. So we always need to figure out the $30 times 60 units. That's 1,800 US dollars for our output. So that's all about the Excel template. So you can also see our example 2 and 3 and solve the problem 1, 2, 3, 4 in our textbook from the Excel template file. So if you have any questions, please contact me. Thank you.